The most bizarre being when Paige and Xavier were tangled around each other. Why do I get the feeling this isn't the first time these two have been in this position?
We know the instant callback on that shit. When the leaks dropped, I'm surprised nobody didn't get fucking really fired. That's what up, it's MJ back here with another video. Today we're about to be reacting to a video by Tap Out Corner. The video is going to be on the most inappropriate WWE moments. See, all the gooners are gonna flock to this video. All the gooners are just gonna be going crazy over, oh my god, this went on back in WWE. But hey, before we get into this, leave a like and subscribe, and don't forget to click that hype button. But there's gonna be a lot of probably crazy ass moments. I've probably seen some, I'll probably remember a lot of them, but man, hey, you kind of get that when you was watching wrestling in those early days. Something you can't probably repeat in these days. Well, maybe. It depends on the wardrobe malfunction. But let's get into the video.
During the Ruthless Aggression era, WWE ran a storyline in which Test and Stacy Keibler became a couple. As the story progressed though, Test began mistreating Stacy. Scott Steiner eventually got involved and Stacy ended up joining him. Later, while Test was wrestling a match, Stacy Keibler and Scott Steiner decided to make Test jealous. In the middle of the match, Stacy began giving Steiner a lap dance.
That's crazy.
But that wasn't the inappropriate part. The inappropriate part was when Scott Steiner reached out and rubbed Stacy's leg. I guarantee that was not part of the script. But to be fair, I understand why Steiner did it. Speaking of Stacy and Scott, the two would later tag together in a match against Miss Jackie and Rico. After getting pummeled by Big Papa Pump, Rico tagged out with Jackie. That's when Steiner said this. Back in the early 2000s, WWE was trying all sorts of things.
Hey, bro, this nigga Scott Steiner was unhinged back in the day, bro. Jesus, man. Hey, this is probably only like the surface level shit that probably went on. His promos is crazy.
To find new talent. One of them was the Diva Search, a contest that was intended to find the next big female wrestler. During the 2006 Diva Search, it all came down to two finalists, Jennifer and Layla. Both women got a bit frisky, but Layla really took things to the next level when she pushed the host, Todd Grisham, to the floor and then began dancing on top of him. I've never been more jealous of someone in my life.
Jesus Christ.
Unsurprisingly, Layla.
Cue the Dolph Ziggler meme. It should have been me. It should have been me. God damn, Layla back in the day, Jesus. Still now, I seen her recently. She is fine as fuck, bro. One of them, bro. But like this shit back in WWE, maybe it may be like fun for the guy to see all this shit going on, but like, damn, this is like highly disrespectful in this era.
Won the contest. Speaking of Layla, after she started wrestling, she had a few unintentionally sexy moments, like when she's pinning Beth Phoenix, or when she's tapping out to AJ Lee's Black Widow submission finisher. Although, this is pretty tame compared to what Paige was doing. During a match against Natalya, Paige mounted her opponent in a pretty seductive way. Then, during a second match, Paige licked Natalya. But if you thought that was inappropriate...
Hey yo, I used to be one of those people that watch Total Divas because I like to see like all the wild ass moments they were doing throughout. Even though some shit was fake, man, you just wanted to see the damn divas on there in another light, bruh. But I heard this moment was literally unplanned and she actually licked her face. It was probably played up for the, you know, the scenes on Total Divas, but like, nigga, it is totally believable because like, yo, somebody licking your face? Jesus.
Wait until you see this. During an episode of WWE Game Night, Paige, Big E, Xavier Woods, and WWE referee John Cone faced off in a game of Twister. This led to several awkward moments, the most bizarre being when Paige and Xavier were tangled around each other. Why do I get the feeling this isn't the first time these two have been in this position?
Bro.
In December 2008, fans were treated to the surprise return.
Nigga, we know the instant callback on that shit. When the leaks dropped, I'm surprised nobody didn't get fucking really fired. That's because they probably was in the heat of the moment of like in feuds and actually still employed. I don't think they really give a fuck about Brad Maddox, so they tossed that nigga to the side. But like that whole thing when that shit dropped, oh, that shit was crazy.
Of Trish Stratus, the master of the Stratus faction, teamed with John Cena to take on Santino Marella and Beth Phoenix. Everything was going like normal until Cena got tagged in, and fans noticed that something was up in Cena's pants. But hey, I get it. If I was taking with Trish Stratus, I'd be freaked up too. What I don't get is David Otunga hardening up while getting beaten by Sheamus.
What the fuck?
WrestleMania Access is an awesome event where fans get.
Oh nah, David Otunga, you gonna have to answer for this on your YouTube channel. I see that this nigga built a YouTube channel just like Maven did, and you know gives his thoughts on these. What are you gonna answer to that? Did you see a girl in the crowd and you got bricked up? Like, why did you get bricked up to Sheamus beating you? Whoa.
To meet wrestlers, buy merch, and take part in a bunch of fun activities. However, this one was a little creepy. At WrestleMania Access in 2002, WWE made a statue of Stacy Keibler. However, it was just Stacy's legs and butt, and they encouraged fans to touch it and take pictures. I genuinely wonder what happened to the statue and who has it today. I can understand why Jerry Lawler did this, but man, would I be embarrassed.
Probably Jerry Lawler got it.
On Raw, Paige was sitting by the announcer's table providing commentary. At one point, Paige stood up, and Jerry Lawler saw this as his opportunity to check her out. Luckily, Paige took it well and got the king back shortly after the incident. On the first episode of WWE's ECW, Kelly Kelly made her debut. She didn't wrestle. Instead, she took off her clothes and danced for the audience. Now, WWE had done stuff like this for years and would continue to do it for years to come. I would know. So then, what makes this moment with Kelly Kelly so inappropriate, you ask? Well, Kelly was born in 1987, and this show took place in 2006. Do the math, and you realize that Kelly Kelly is only 19 years old. Sure, that technically makes her a legal adult,
she's over
but that doesn't change the
age.
fact that WWE had a teenager take off her clothes on live TV. Ironically, almost a decade and a half.
I mean, well, that dude sounds crazy on paper. Never mind. They basically didn't give a fuck back in the day.
Later, WWE would face backlash when they ran a storyline in which a 19-year-old Leah Mysterio dated and kissed a 32-year-old Buddy Murphy.
Oh my
that
gosh.
crossed the line, this blows right past it. But going back to Kelly Kelly, this wasn't the only inappropriate moment she was a part of. Years later, Kelly was gearing up to face Brie Bella on Monday Night Raw. The referee was doing his best to keep the women away from each other, but in doing so, he accidentally touched Kelly's chest. I would definitely call that a happy accident. Backstage on SmackDown, John Cena had three beautiful women approach him who asked him this.
I was just wondering, can we see it? And do you think, can we touch it?
Please, big boy, can we play with it?
Oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like this.
So
Look
cool.
at it. I love the way it spins.
It turns, huh?
Oh, I thought they were talking about John Cena's next clip.
Pause. You know, bro. You know, if you ever seen that shit, you know what they were talking about, bro. But like, Jesus Christ, they had a lot of risky ass shit back in the day.
SummerSlam 2014, it was Brie Bella versus Stephanie McMahon. In the climax of the match, Brie's sister Nikki came out and betrayed Brie.
Oh yeah.
Her husband, Triple H, was ringside, and he stuck a peek at Nikki's rack attack. I would be more upset, but I can't blame the Camp Kings. In 2017.
Hey, bro, that photo is still iconic today, bro. That's like one of the photos that is just tossed around on Facebook, tossed around on Instagram too. But like, this nigga really looked at her fucking tits and just like licked his mouth too, bro, to reaffirm some shit. Hey, man, I did see in the other one, you know, when he used to get people to get girls to show they boobs in the crowd. This nigga Triple H is a horny ass nigga, hands down, bro. We already know.
The wrestlers from SmackDown invaded Raw and were running amok. In the chaos of the attack, though, Natalya accidentally grabbed Zack Ryder, aka Matt Cardona's, junk. Hopefully Chelsea Green never sees this. D-Generation X did a lot of inappropriate things.
Oh my god.
We will, however, never use the words.
And sometimes, DX got the fans involved too. During one show, Triple H spotted a gifted female fan in the crowd. The game motioned for the woman to pull up her shirt, and she did. Triple H, though, wasn't done, and requested
horny
the
ass
go all the
nigga,
way.
bro.
And she did. WWE was such a great value back then. Fans got a wrestling show and a titty show. However, the tables would be turned about 5 years later when Triple H faced Kane. The game and the Devil's Favorite Demon went over the barricade and started fighting amongst the fans. A woman in the front row was right up against the game and decided to touch Triple H's backside. Unfortunately, a very similar incident would happen years later, but the genders would be reversed. During Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks' match at Clash of Champions, the fight spilled into
Hey, these fans low-key be doing really too much. If that shit's not a part of the show, like, don't touch people, bro. Y'all niggas need to just like really stop touching people. I heard when Javon Evans like did like an interview recently, I seen that like he said like when he jumps in the crowd, you know, do that little crowd thing, you know, parties with the crowd type of thing. I would stop doing that low-key. Because what I'm just about to say right now, somebody touched his ass. I'm like, went in for a grab, bro. I'm like, I would definitely wouldn't be like doing that. That could have been a dude or something. I wouldn't definitely be partying in the crowd with the crowd. Like, slap their hands, you know, do the regular shtick, but like, you gotta stop getting in the crowd.
to the crowd. The two eventually made their way back to the ring, but a fan in the front row reached out and touched Sasha's butt. Just a few seconds later, the same fan also grabbed Banks by the arm, but let go very quickly. This caused quite an uproar online, and WWE eventually gave the fan a lifetime ban from all their events. If that's what happened to him, I'm really curious what happened to this next
See, that is kind of fucking crazy, bro.
fan. You know how the Bella Twins theme song goes? Well, one Cleveland, Ohio fan decided to ignore that. While Nikki Bella was making her entrance, one fan wanted a bit more than a high five and grabbed Nikki and gave her a kiss on the cheek. It should be noted that that particular fan has special needs and regularly attends WWE events in Cleveland. Nikki Bella didn't seem at all bothered by the surprise kiss and was all smiles as she entered the ring for her match. Now,
see, that's the only excuse, because like, man, these people have special needs, bro. That's the only excuse you can get by really doing this. Otherwise, you're an adult with a competent mind and you know the repercussions that are going to happen about this. You know you're a horny ass nigga and you need to stop touching these people.
imagine doing that to The Undertaker. One fan did. The Undertaker was doing a meet and greet event, and one woman was such a huge fan that she decided to kiss the dead man. Judging from her reaction, that kiss didn't just make her day, it made her life. During a non-televised WWE show in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a woman in the crowd decided to lick Randy Orton's chest. She didn't go in for a kiss or a touch, she wanted a lick. Yeah, Randy's face says it all. At another untelevised WWE event, Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss were leaving the ring. Jax was holding Bliss on her shoulder, and a young fan in the front row took the opportunity to give Alexa a pat on the butt. Nia quickly turned around, but seemed to laugh it off when she realized it was a kid. A similar moment occurred when it—
Nah. These kids know what the fuck they doing, bro. Don't give them that excuse. Fuck that. I'm sorry. Fuck that, bro. He knew what he was doing, bro. You go in for a high five and you automatically hit her ass. I mean, you can't chalk that up to being a kid. You know what the fuck these kids be consuming online, bro.
Natalia made her entrance. She went to pose behind a group of fans, and the young child got a bit handsy and touched one of Natalia's breasts. Natalia didn't seem to even notice the touch, and even gave the young fan a high five right afterward. Considering how many times he entered,
that was probably an accident.
It's not too surprising that Roman Reigns would have some interesting fan interactions. Before his match against Fandango on SmackDown, Reigns was making his entrance like normal. However, a woman standing next to Roman thought she wasn't close enough and decided to rub her hand along Reigns' arm. The woman's reaction afterward is priceless. At a different event, a fan went even further. While walking through the crowd, a woman tried to get Roman Reigns to touch her chest. Jeez, even Roman Reigns was surprised by it.
What the fuck?
In 2014, fans were—
that should be a harassment because, like, you know, guys get like convicted and like, you know, kind of in trouble for a lot of shit. And like, it's kind of looked upon when, you know, women do that. The bro, she's just trying to get him to do something, bro. You're not manly enough. No, bruh. Don't fucking try that, because if that was a man, bro, yeah, he would have been in trouble just like all those other people, bro.
Just a dream match when AJ Styles went one-on-one with Adam Cole. The two put on the match of the night, and the fans were eager to show their appreciation. Maybe a bit too eager. After getting the win, AJ went to hug a fan, only for that guy to go in for a kiss.
Oh, nah.
AJ Styles does have a large following in the gay community.
The gay community.
Now, to see what happens when Kane's pyro doesn't—
oh, nah. He lucky he was just a fan, bro. I would have whacked the shit out of that nigga, bro. Like, bro, there's all, like I said, there's enough of just like, you know, just like you know, seeing your favorite wrestler, but just don't touch them inappropriately and all weird, bro. It goes for both genders, at least for me, man. That's what I just seen in this shit. But like a lot of this shit was pretty fire to see, nigga, especially like the divas and shit, man. Whoa, nigga, bro, I'm surprised he didn't show a lot of Jerry Lawler in his video, because this nigga was, I think he would go down as the most horniest nigga in WWE. Triple H, probably we will be like before that, but like Jerry the King Lawler, he had too many moments, bruh. But let me know what was your guys' favorite moment, and go check out Tap Out Corner's original video in the description, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe on the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. We are on the road to 600.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?